It's week 8, ladies and gentlemen, in NFL world. We are Sports and Tacos, Sunday Fun Day. We got my boy right here, Bama, Roll Tide Roll. We got Shotgun in Atlanta, let it out. And then you got me, it's he. It's all about the TMP. We're coming to you live, Denver, Colorado, Atlanta. We're getting ready to start it up. It's football time. Oh, yeah.
Fun day, Sunday fun day. Once again, I'm coming to you live from, again, my favorite Hooters in all the land in Roswell, Georgia, North Atlanta.
Have you got those Daytona wings yet, man?
Oh, dude, no, I keep getting the freaking.
They have
this they got like a quadruple smash burger that I'm pretty hooked on lately. I got
sauce with that too.
God, I need to freaking. I keep forgetting about the Daytona wings because like. I love their wings, but I don't know. I had this quadruple super burger a couple weeks ago, and I've just been hooked on it.
Quadruple super burgers.
Patties? Head on down to your local Hooters. We're gonna see if we can get them to sponsor us.
Is that a 4-patty burger?
Yes, it's a 4-patty smash burger.
Oh, damn. Do you get like a T-shirt if you finish it or something? Or a lap dance would be even better.
Dude, it is so good.
It's a motorboat.
Oh my God, just cheese on every patty. It's just like oozing.
Wow,
it's hard to actually, because like I get here at 11, I got to create the link. I got to freaking blast out a social media blast. And then by the time I get my food, I got like 5 minutes to just scarf down this super burger before we're live on air. But this is one of my favorite places. And I'm not going to lie, one of my most favorite waitresses is working. She's super cool. I'm going to try and get her to come on the show at some point. Nice, even though it doesn't sound like she knows a lot about sports, but she's awesome. Either way. So we got we got an OG football Sunday. Greg Vaughn is on a plane. So he's not going to be able to come on, unfortunately. But
I bet he's taking some tequila.
Yeah, heck yeah, a couple of sips of tequila, getting drunk on a plane.
Yeah, I'm not sure where he's off to, but Bentley had something going on, so it's old school OG NFL Sunday. There's a lot of stuff, and I even want to maybe before we even get into football, just because let's dive into baseball first, just because it'll get forgotten about, if we don't. What do you guys thought so far on Dodgers 2-0 lead in the series, and Ohtani? It just doesn't sound like Ohtani's injury is as bad as it sounded. But first of all, what are your thoughts on, dude? Okay, first, Freddie, big game Freeman, dude.
Made history.
If I have to love a Dodger, it's only going to be Freddie, man. But yeah, Freddie, my ex-Brave. Dude, yeah, walk-off grand slam, first one in the history. I thought that was hard to believe, too. The first walk-off grand slam in World Series history.
Yeah, Freddie. That was gangster. First pitch.
That was a hell of a game, man. That was a dramatically back and forth swing this way, that way. Pitcher's duel, clutch home runs, errors, great defense.
Say hi, Ava.
Hi.
Hello, sweetheart. How you doing? Denver, Colorado, right here.
Yes.
So that's Ava, guys. One of our the friendliest waitresses at the Hooters in Roswell.
So that was great, man. Yeah, dude flips over the freaking fence making a catch, and then to have Freddie walk it off with a first pitch grand slam too, not like
dude. He literally you could not have scripted that any better. He knocked the cover off of the first pitch. You know what I'm saying?
I love what Kurt Gibson in Game 1 of the 88 World Series, was it 88? Yeah.
I mean. Yeah. Kurt Gibson, that was a little.
Well, no,
that's the only thing.
They were both injured. Freddie didn't even play half the series last championship series because his ankle's been screwed up.
Right.
He was getting treatment, trying to play. And like Freddie said, I've got to play the whole game, but I mean, it was to do what he did right there, man. I mean, first lugging out a triple. I've never seen Freddie lug a triple out. He's the doubles machine usually, but he lugs out a triple in the first inning.
Yeah.
Walk-off grand slam in the 10th inning right there. Then, backs up with a home run last night,
I guess my only thing is it came in game 1.
Yeah.
Now,
Well, that's
don't get me wrong. Maybe it sets the tone
no,
for
that's
the
the omen.
series.
That's what Kirk gives. And when Gibson hit his, it was game one. That means that the Dodgers are going to win the series. It's setting
It's
the
just there's
stars
so
already.
much
Yeah.
baseball still to be played. You know.
Oh no, it's already done.
I think the Yankees are coming back. You know,
I
See,
hope so.
that's
I hope so.
they got some major talent. They got Stratton. They got freaking little man. And then you got the big man.
you got Soto,
Yep,
you
that's what
got
I'm talking
Judge,
about.
you got Giancarlo Stanton. See, each team has three beasts
Yes.
in regards to bats. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, but right
The
now,
Yankees,
one of those beasts I don't see playing.
the Yankees on paper though have the better pitching, but for the
That's what I'm going
Dodgers,
to say on paper because the Dodgers just beat
yeah,
their number one in
just
Garrett Cole, and then
crush.
they beat yesterday. They beat what's his name, Cologne.
Yeah, yeah. So you know, because if I had to bet it, I would have been taking the Yankees at the beginning of
Yeah,
this series, just because their pitching has been falling apart in recent years in the playoffs, and actually their bats have been going silent. The bats ain't going silent. They're
that's a
up two
wow.
games to none. Like if I'm the Yankees, I'm a little scared. They got a little bad news with Otani. It doesn't. I can't find much information other than it sounds like Dave Roberts was um, happy to hear that it wasn't like a full dislocation. So I I have no idea what Otani's status is going to be,
Well,
but
he's getting checked. Yeah, he said that they got a day off. Luckily for them, they get to rest today, then play in New
yeah,
York tomorrow. But no, they showed on ESPN last night. We were watching, and they had a translator translate what he was saying at the moment when he was talking on the field, and
yeah.
Tony said it popped out. So
I was just reading it did pop out, but apparently there's a difference between a full dislocation, which pops out and stays out,
yeah,
and it's the other one where it popped out and popped right back in.
yeah, like the one on Danny Glover movie. What's it where he pops
Lethal
Yeah,
Weapon.
yeah, he just goes in pain.
Yeah.
Speaking of LA, yeah.
Yeah. Which is good. But honestly, I mean, if he didn't, I know it's a Tawny and his stats have been great all year, but he ain't done really squat in the playoffs. I mean, you take him out of the equation. I mean, yeah, you do want him in there maybe for protection for the guys just because of what he can do. But I mean, he ain't the guy that's been one of the games for you. Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, Teoscar, Max Muncy. I mean, Kike, those guys of freaking Edmund, those guys have who's been winning the games for the team right there.
That's true. It's true. All the kind of unsung heroes, which in years past has not been the case. It's like if in the last few years, if the big bats didn't do anything, nobody else is going to do anything.
And that's kind of what the Yankees have been riding with Stanton pretty much in Soto the whole time, and they can't do it every day. You got to get Judge. Judge has been just as disappointing, even more so than Otani this postseason.
I don't know why, but even though the Dodgers went up 2-0.
Yeah,
I still think this reeks of a 7-game series. What do you guys do?
Yeah, you're going back to New York, for the next 3 games. What's this 2-3-2 now? Still in baseball? I'm pretty sure.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
So you got 3 straight in New York, man. I mean, yeah, that could easily be 3-2 New York coming back to LA, for game 6 right there. But it's always nice to go up 2-0. You've got like a 75% odds chance to win the series now, something like that. But
so right now, I'm not gonna lie. So game 7 would be in LA. I don't know why, but if I was going to put some money on this, I would put my money right now because you'd get pretty good odds right now on the Yankees to win it.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think, Tony?
Hey, I'm still rooting for him. I'm going for him. I'm the pinstripe guy. Go Yankees. I'm still. It's the World Series. There's 2 great teams that are there. There's a reason why they're there. Yeah. And you know what? This team that, is down 0-2, come on, man. They haven't, last time they did that, then they went on a big run streak, or win streak. I'm sorry about that, America. But yeah, serious. Big win streak. So you know what? Game 7 doesn't even, I think it's going to happen.
Yeah. Man, just imagine the ratings for a game 7 Dodgers-Yankees World Series at LA. It all comes down to this sort of scenario.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of drama left in this series. I could be wrong. Who knows? Maybe the Dodgers come out and just knock the cover off the baseball for 2 more games. And
I'll say,
sweep
what
the Yankees.
odds of a sweep would have been, the Dodgers sweep the Yankees in 4.
That would be insane. I just don't see that happening.
No, I don't either. But they do have the, of course, the God bless him, the Fernando Valenzuela charm going also, passing on.
That's true.
World Series.
Fernando passing away. Yeah, who knows?
The stars are aligned for the Dodgers this year. So, which I hate to say, because being a Braves fan, that's one of the last teams I want to see get in there. But
yeah,
I'm not giving up on the Yankees, though. Kind of like y'all, I'm not giving up yet.
All right. So anyways, the series, for me, series ain't over. I'd put a little something on the Yankees just because I think you'd get real good odds right now. But that's just
we'll look that up, actually, while we're doing.
Well, hey, Shotgun, I forgot to tell you, now you're down to 80 tacos.
Jesus, 80. That's 80. 8 with a 0, Spencer.
That's $80 now.
80 tacos. God.
Yep, you decided to bet that Sunday night game and you lost. Boy, and you didn't lose.
Like I said, I'm
waiting. 40.
Yeah,
I'm going to wait for Taco Tuesday at Taco John's when they're 25 cents a taco.
Tacos. Like this big.
Well, we're hoping they don't get the meat from McDonald's.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you haven't heard about that. Yeah, you can't get a quarter pounder in Colorado anymore, or onions, because it's an E. coli breakout.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and not just Colorado, like 15 states, but Colorado and Nebraska were the worst.
Yeah, 10 people in Colorado got major illness.
Yes.
1 died.
Yeah, somebody's already died. Yeah.
Lovely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need
You got a value meal, huh?
Oh, just real quick. I looked it up real fast. Yankees are plus 330 to win this series right now.
That's not
really
bad.
So see what I mean? You would get 3-1 on your money.
Yeah, not bad for that team right there, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah, they're down 0-2.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody go on.
After I win today, I might have to put something on it.
Yeah,
okay,
right.
Throw something in there on me, and I'll add it to my taco debt. So throw a twin on there for me. I'm in Georgia. I can't do those kind of things.
I don't think apparently makes tacos, Spencer.
They don't. DraftKings. It's like I was in LA, no DraftKings, and now I'm in Georgia and there's no DraftKings.
Well, my brother plays DraftKings, the fantasy.
Yeah, I think that's Alabama.
Yeah.
It's just they don't. It's not a thing in the South. Not a thing.
Yeah, but one thing on DraftKings now these days, on that one, you can actually bet some games.
Well, you're in Atlanta with the Falcons and the Braves and the Hawks and the soccer team. Yeah, you got a freaking DraftKings there. You got to be able to.
No, it's illegal here.
Even like the fantasy one, like the
I don't know about Phil. Fantasy's a little different because it's the whole fantasy's a game.
My brother gets that in Alabama, and it's illegal, but.
Yeah, you can't just straight sports gamble in Georgia.
No, okay, really, that's still legal.
Yeah, me and him had to make a bet in Colorado.
Oh, that's
before
we went to Atlanta. That's right.
Before we went to Atlanta.
Yeah, I think they have certain things like in California, you don't do straight sports gambling, but I think that player props are legal in California because you're not betting on the outcome of a game. You're just betting on the performance of a player or something. I don't know, but whatever.
Hey, Shotgun, isn't there a casino in that town?
Somewhere.
Somewhere. I'm sure,
but
just like all the other casinos, they got a sports book.
I don't think they have sports books though.
No, it's still illegal. Yeah. Just
you can go down and probably play small stakes, whatever.
Yeah,
it's kind of like
Florida at the Hard Rock. The Hard Rock didn't have a sports.
Now they do,
but they didn't when it.
Yeah, before, and that was a couple. That was during COVID, so it should be happening soon.
You would think, but it is the South. They're conservative, so.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's dive into NFL. Let's just get caught up on last week's games real quick. I wrote down some noteworthy games from last week. First one is TMP. You're straight cash, homie, with the Eagles over the Giants. That was we had a great week again last week.
Yeah.
I hit 4 parlays.
Yeah, last week was money. That's 2 straight weeks. Like, I know people out there. If you're watching, we're just giving away, money picks on Sports and Tacos right now. So,
well, I made Mr. Greg Vaughn, Mr. MLB star, on last Monday, $700 richer.
Oh, he just last Monday?
Yeah.
Nice.
He texts Bama at work and he goes, Tony, who do you like tonight?
Yeah.
And I nailed it.
Sweet. Yeah, see?
I gave him both games.
So Eagles were great. That was a great pick last week. There was also another great pick that everybody disagreed with me on, and that was the Seahawks destroying the
Yeah,
Falcons.
you did. You were right on
Yeah.
that right there. I will give you that.
I
Yeah.
just,
That's some tacos.
Yeah.
it's just I hate to say it, but I just think the Falcons are a little. They're just not as good as everybody thinks. They kind of got a little Vikings syndrome going on, I think.
Well,
And
It is Kirk
honest,
Cousins, you know.
I
You
think
know,
they're in a
no-
little disarray right now with their wide receiver core because they got Mooney and they got London, and then they also got this guy Pitts. But
Yeah, I
you
think-
know what? They got a good running back in that
They
backfield.
got, I don't know what their problem is. They got on paper they're a good team.
On
Yeah,
paper, they should almost
they're-
win every game.
their defense isn't that good,
Yeah.
and I don't know that offense. It would
It
could
doesn't click all the time. That one game it clicked where he threw for 500 yards. That one time at band camp, this year. And
So I don't know, and so that was a good pick we had last week.
yeah.
The other game that I don't think. Well, at least it was just a game to talk about. I don't think we bet a whole lot on it last week, but Green Bay beating the Texans 24-22. Possibly, that's probably.
Yeah.
Well, no, I guess that's two of the best teams in the NFL, at least in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what do you any thoughts on Green Bay and the Texans?
Hey, man, I nailed it. I called the over.
I like them both.
I
Yeah.
called the over.
I like them both. I mean, yeah, Green Bay's got it all. If Love can not turn the ball over as much a little bit, and he's got a little interception prone, but other than that, they got pretty much everything on that team. And I mean, Texans got the same thing too, but they just both missed a step last week. I mean, Houston lost on a last second field goal to Green Bay, but I mean, CJ had one of his worst statistical games he ever had as a quarterback. Threw for 100 yards, if that. And no touchdowns, I mean, but somehow they were still within a field goal of the game. I mean, I think both those teams can win ugly games and can win good games. I think they're both scary teams.
I think you're going to see both those teams deep in the playoffs this season.
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
Possibly championship type.
For on the NFC side, I do agree with you on that. I see Green Bay going deep. Right now, Houston's are a little bit hurt, including losing their star wide receiver. But, the other receivers are trying to pick up. They lost gosh darn it.
I mean, they got Diggs and they got Nico.
He's out. He hurt himself last week.
Nico got hurt last week? Okay. Shit.
That's why they
got Joe Mixon back, though. Who cares?
Yeah, you got Joe Mixon. You got Ferguson. You got Dell, and then you got Diggs.
Yeah.
But then also you got a quarterback that has to learn to throw the ball outside the pocket.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a weird game last week. But
He gave me 5.30 in fantasy points.
That's why he's starting him this week. He's going to bounce back with 25
points this week. God, I hope so.
You talking about Stroud, right?
DJ Stroud. Yeah. And,
cool.
and also, you got to be impressed with the freaking Chiefs, man. I know you can say whatever about the 49ers being banged up, this and that, but Debo didn't play, yes. McCaffrey was out, but they went in there and manhandled the team. They still have some pretty good players on that team. And, the defense wasn't hurt too much.
That was going to be one of my other topics after we get it through the games is the freaking chefs, dude.
And now they got DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh, my God, bro.
And unfortunately, it's going to be a blowout today. They're playing the Las Vegas Raiders. What's that?
I was trying to get info to see 100% if Hopkins is going to start today. It sounds like he is.
I would figure he would.
I bet he gets. I bet he gets a couple balls thrown to him.
I mean, Amari started first, last week, whatever, when
and scored a touchdown
with a Buffalo. Same way with what's the
dude?
Adams, Dante Adams. Yeah, did the same. He started also the same week right there. So you got a guy like that. Hey, you learn some plays, man. If anything,
it sounded like the only issue was that just he had to crash study the playbook, so he at least knew a few of the plays.
Yeah,
before game time.
No, he's good enough to do that. He's an old veteran, man. He's got enough senses right there to get a crash course in.
But that's the Chiefs, God, dude. It's just not fair. So
I don't know. Is it really that? I mean, I know he's a good receiver, but
dude, they're undefeated with what they have.
Yeah, right. And then Kareem Hunt's the Kareem Hunt they drafted 6-7 years ago, whatever it is. He's looking pretty good with them again.
Oh my God, and I think it only cost them a 5th round pick to get him.
Yeah.
Oh, for talking about Hopkins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like a fifth with a chance to go to a fourth. I think it was. But
Yeah, but still, it's not like
I'll take that
they're
in.
risking first round draft picks for this guy, you know.
Yeah, I would take
And
that.
then they picked up what's his face off of like nothing. He wasn't even in football, right? The what's his face
Kareem
the
Hunt.
running back
Yeah, Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt, and he
Yeah,
comes in.
He was playing.
He was eating Cheetos on the couch.
Practice squad, maybe. Yeah.
He's at the grocery store, and gets the phone call.
Sure, I'll go play some football. Yeah.
You're talking about some old guys coming back. Hey, let's talk about the Miami Dolphins picking Beckham up. I think he might be helping out Waddle and also Hill, but also we have a quarterback coming back after the 4 weeks.
Yes, Tua's got a chance to play this week, man. Yeah.
And they're playing against the Cardinals. And the Cardinals, they're looking dirty, a little dirty. They're getting things done. They got a lot of W's, but they're getting things done. Unfortunately, their rookie wide receiver still hurt, so they're trying to pin it off on Palmer. But you know what? I think their running tack could save them. Are also McBride too. That little quarterback that they have in the backfield finally understands the playbook.
I don't know what to think of them, because that was the only game I missed last week.
And there it goes. To fill in for Spencer real quick. No, that's actually good. If Tua comes back, man, I mean, yeah, that's kind of like a must-win game for the Dolphins right here. And for the Cardinals both. The Cardinals, I think, could get away with losing this one with the division they're in because the West is all over the place.
It's a scrambled
top to bottom. Nobody wants it, it seems like. The Dolphins almost out of it right now. If you lose today, you're 2-5. Then 2-5.
Yeah,
6. Whatever it is right now,
you'll be out.
Yeah, you're done.
You'll be out.
It's pretty much a must-win game for Miami. It feels like. I thought the Cardinals could get away with a loss and still be okay, but the freaking Dolphins have to win it.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about the Cardinals. They covered against. That was my Chargers pick last week. Woulda, coulda, shoulda hit. It didn't. That last second. I think it was the last second field goal.
Yeah.
That beat him in that game.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to think. I don't think about the Cardinals. Put it that way. Now, I know Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be a superstar. So who knows? Who knows what's going to happen with the Cardinals? Other games from last week.
But real quick, here's going to be shocker in that division. I think the Patriots might beat the Jets today.
No, I don't think
Stevens is back. Their little wide receiver, that rookie, he's kicking some butt.
No, if anything, the Jets will win on pride, man. I mean, they can't. Yeah.
Hey, you never know.
They've got to have a little more talent in there than.
I mean, I could. That'd be the kind of game where I would maybe take the Patriots to cover because they're underdogs. I'm sure.
Yeah,
I would.
Yeah, but the spread's only 7.
Only 7. Yeah,
that's it. Only 7.
Yeah, I would take them maybe +7 just because the Jets are trending down. But okay, so we went over Seahawks, Eagles, Giants, Green Bay, Detroit, Minnesota. Minnesota's coming back to earth pretty quickly. So Detroit won that game 31-29. Then they lost. Didn't they just lose on Thursday night?
Yeah, Minnesota did to the Rams. So the Rams they're getting healthy.
And the Rams are kind of starting to look good.
But the Vikings, man, that was kind of like the paper champion in my eyes right there. I wasn't sure if they were even going to finish third in their division or anything higher than third in their division. And they're starting to play the teams that they haven't played yet. The division teams, those kind of guys, some tough spots, and they're
Yeah, they're looking human.
Although Jordan had a good game though, that was a pretty good shootout for the first half. Then he didn't show up second half. It was pretty crazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
they have a running back.
I guess I was never necessarily on Minnesota's bandwagon, but it's just like we were saying. A lot of us were saying, that they're a paper tiger.
The wheels are going to come off at some point. The division's too hard, man. It seems,
Yeah, and that division is freaking crazy. Other games.
Hey guys, you guys didn't talk about one team that is not that is in that division, the Chicago Bears.
Oh, we know.
That's another reason why
Clement. You got Moore. You got the boy from LA Chargers, and then you got this rookie quarterback is that finally waking up and throwing some good ball.
I think Minnesota, has a better shot at playoffs than the Bears do, personally.
I disagree on this one, brother. I really do.
No.
I don't know.
When the Bears win, they win efficient. They're there.
Bears do have a damn good defense right
They-
now. They have a really good defense.
They don't
right now.
they don't have to do. They haven't done a comeback all year. They've been always ahead.
Vikings ain't been looking too well in defense the last couple of weeks.
I don't know. It's like, has Sam Darnold ever done anything in his career for a whole season to make you think
Maybe
that
college or high school.
No, that's why I didn't. That's why I don't think we were much on the Vikings going very far. Honestly,
All of us said.
that's a pretty good question. Like Bears or
I still think he's better than a rookie quarterback
Vikings
right now. When it gets down to it, because the Bears ain't.
Okay, the $1 million question: who ends up with a better record this season, the Bears or the Vikings? Tony.
Bears.
Vikings. What do you think?
God, I think I got to go Bears. Because of Darnold. Darnold's just never proven throughout the course of an entire season that he can be great.
No, neither. Yeah.
So,
But
anyways.
Steve Williams. No.
Yeah, no, that's true. But, and he has nothing to show. Yeah, he's never been benched. He's never been traded. And, this could be, if Caleb Williams goes on to be a star, Jaden Daniels goes on to be a star, Bo Nix goes on to be a star, this could end up being one of the best quarterback classes of all time.
It's off to a good start. It's off to a good start. And you didn't even see what J.J. McCarthy could do, who was supposed to be the Vikings quarterback.
Drake May. You still got J.J. McCarthy, Drake May, and Penix Jr.
Yeah. Can't see
hey, Shotgun, you loaded that gun too quick. You're saying this is going to be the best out of NFL history? You forgot the 83 or the 82
Yeah, I know.
class.
But remember, out of 80, in 83, you had three guys. You had Elway, Marino, and Jim Kelly. Ken O'Brien. Who?
All Hall of Famers.
Well, yeah,
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
Hall of Famers.
Well,
they were no names when they came out.
You've got three dudes. You got two that are smoking hot. Bo Nix is coming along quite well. And then you still got three other guys, J.J. McCarthy, Drake May, and Penix Jr., that hadn't even really got on the field yet.
Yeah.
So if you end up having even four stars come out of one draft, that's a pretty good quarterback class.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't have the stats in front of me, but I would be willing to put, this rookie class is first year up against that rookie class's first year. Just
so far.
Record wise.
The career is a long thing.
All right, talking about careers. I'm just talking about from there. 8 games in right now. This class is better than that class, which is kind of weird to say.
That's why
kind of hard. Hey, little brother, it's kind of hard to say that when the rookie Dan Marino went to his only Super Bowl his rookie year.
Yeah, that's true. That sucks.
Well, at 8 points. At this point, though, the class is better right now than that one right there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying, as of right now, it could be one of the best quarterback classes ever, which is crazy. Because, there's been a lot of classes where there's 3, 4, 5, 6 guys taken and only one. Think about Josh Allen's class. I think only Josh Allen from that class, and Baker Mayfield, it was first pick in that class.
Yeah.
There was a ton of guys in that class that woulda, coulda, shoulda went on to be stars, and so far it's just Josh Allen and surprise. I don't know if you call Baker a star, but he's star-ish. You know what I'm saying? He's star-ish.
Yeah.
So, anyways, okay. But the only other game that I wanted to chat about last week was Mr. Douchebag himself, Russell Wilson Jr. the third, coming out and lighting up the freaking Jets and Aaron Rodgers in the second half of that game. What are your thoughts on freaking Russell Wilson and the Steelers? Does he bring? I mean, it's not like he's bringing them back from the dead because they weren't like horrible. But
let's ride.
I mean, if you look at Russell's stats last year, the Broncos, they weren't that bad.
I know
his touchdown to interception ratio was good. His completion percentage was good. I mean, he just made a couple of bonehead plays every now and then, and the rest of the team.
I think he just butted heads with Sean Payton, and Sean Payton comes from the Bill Parcells school of coaching, where you're either with my system or you're done, you're out.
Yeah, and you go to Pittsburgh. I mean, Mike Tomlin's gonna. I mean, there's not a better coach in football besides maybe my Harbaugh in Baltimore than Mike Tomlin right there. But I mean, you put him in that system right there to where he ain't got to be the man. I mean, the defense is the man on that team. And then you got the offense that goes with you got a much better situation in Pittsburgh than in Denver.
So Are the Steelers with Russell Wilson at the helm the rest of the season something the AFC should look out for?
I'm not going to never count out a Mike Tomlin team, man. I mean, what he did with what he's done since Roethlisberger left, and he's still winning every season, a winning season with a chance to playoffs right there. Yeah, I'm not going to count out that man with anything, honestly. And yeah, if Russell can be efficient, why not?
Yeah. I mean, I just obviously I'm biased.
I mean, Baltimore's kind of running away right now, but I mean, the Browns are crap. Cincinnati ain't really showing what they got right now. So, I mean, it's possible for them to get some wins in that division. They've already got 5 wins with a mediocre team, it seems like. I mean, I never would have thought that you would think that Pittsburgh on paper was that great of a team. But, yeah, they're 5-2. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so, things could be looking up. I mean, granted, it was the Jets, and the Jets are kind of falling off the map, but it's still Aaron Rodgers and the Jets, and they came out and just dominated them in the second half of that game.
I mean, dude, freaking Watt and other dude on the end, man, they have that defense is just spectacular. Dude. That front four is just
Yeah, so the Steelers are a team to look out for. And the one thing about Russell Wilson he does have is lots of experience. You put a good team around him with a defense and a running game, they could be dangerous.
Yeah, and he made some crappy play. He made some throws. You're like, oh, there's the Russell that the Broncos had. He made a couple of those throws last week, but he didn't make very many of them. And he made some really nice throws. And I don't know why, but I guess offensive line, one thing, he had time, maybe a little bit more to look at some stuff with the Pittsburgh, in front of him as opposed to Denver in front of him like he did last year. But again, the stats weren't that bad in Denver. It's just they didn't win games. It's kind of like the same thing in Pittsburgh. They're not pretty games with Pittsburgh, but they're winning instead of losing.
And hey, I know you guys are talking good about Pittsburgh. Hey, they're doing good right now.
Yeah, it's early.
It's still early, and
halfway,
and like what Russell Wilson did for us for the last couple seasons, he'll have a couple great games. But then all of a sudden, those couple great games turns in loss.
It did for the Broncos.
It did for us 100%.
But the Broncos ain't the Steelers, man.
Yeah, but at the same time, when you still have that quarterback out in the backfield like that, he's the one that lost us a couple games, and that is the truth. You saw it where he didn't scramble, he falls down, or he throws an interception, or he
again, he didn't scramble and fall down because he's got like 4 guys about to crush him. I mean, when you don't have 4 guys about to crush you, you can make a couple of those like you did with Pittsburgh.
But granted, right now, Pittsburgh's doing good, but I just
I've been saying this for a few years. I think when he got that huge contract, man, because when you go back and you watch him the first 8-10 years of his career, he is a lot to me, like Mahomes or like Bo Nix or Brett Favre. Russell Wilson, when the play breaks down, that's when he's the most dangerous. It's just the last few years, it's like something in his head said, I need to take care of my body. I'm paid. So I'm going to become a pocket passer.
He's old. He's older.
That's not what he is. It's not what he is, though. He's too short.
Run around like he did. I know he is short, but he can't run around like he used to. That's why
I know
he can't. So, he didn't perform too well in Denver because he had to run around in Denver. He doesn't have to run around in Pittsburgh.
So maybe it works out. Maybe it works out in Pittsburgh. Who knows? Maybe they end up a wild card team.
But how ballsy of a move was that by Tomlin, man? I mean, you bench Justin Fields, who's not lost a game, hardly 1 or 2 games that year for you. Played well, efficiently, done the quarterback. I know your stats wise, you're at the bottom, but you're winning games. And then you put in a guy that was just completely shunned by the NFL last year. You're like, we're going to put him in now, and even though my other quarterback's winning games, we're going to put this guy in, and then he freaking plays even better. Yeah.
Well,
so who knows?
Look at Baker Mayfield when he came out of Cleveland. Everybody thought he's just going to be a backup quarterback. Look at him now. He went to the playoffs his first year with Tampa Bay. He's doing all right now, but with all those dang
But
injuries.
Russell had done it before, though. Russell was the upper echelon of a quarterback. And
then he was top tier.
Baker's never been an upper echelon. He's trying to get up there.
Yeah. So the only other topic about last week's and other than our picks of the day today is Tua coming back. Okay, if this dude gets fingers crossed, I hope it don't happen. But man, if Tua ever gets another concussion, does he have to retire?
I call it quits.
I mean, if he, if he gets another, you got to you've got to think so, man. I mean,
And I was talking to say, listen,
yeah.
I was talking to somebody earlier this week because we have Doug Plank on. We'll probably have Doug on again at some point. I've just been so crazy busy, but and I think Doug has CTE stuff, and it's crazy, man. Seeing how these like Jim McMahon, I've heard is
Well,
suffers from CTE stuff.
well, hey, Shotgun, let's talk about Brett Favre. Now they have him, saying he's going to be having Parkinson, and a lot of this does count on due to the concussions.
So, what the real question is, I guess, it's kind of like I used to have a lot of buddies that were dirt bikers, right? They would either win or they would leave in an ambulance. It's like, what is the price? You're a warrior. You're playing a warrior's game. Are you really worried about growing old when you have the chance to be an NFL star?
At that time, no, because they're young 23, 24 age
Yeah.
men that want, their testosterone is through the roof. They're ready to go
Body's
crazy.
invincible, I
They're
can
ready
do
to go
anything.
pound, boom, go to
Yeah.
Pound Town.
And it's your job. It's what you get
So-
paid to do. And yeah.
So yeah, that's the question, and I was I don't know if it was on here. Remember Sidney Crosby early in his career was getting concussion after concussion after concussion, and then they were like, you need to retire early. He was like, hell no, you're crazy, and he went on to have a long career.
Yeah, he's played 20 years now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it can happen. Yeah. It can
So-
happen. It's just.
It could happen, but then also like Junior Seau, look what happened to him.
Yeah, that's true.
Same issues, same problems, everything that was going. He had a longer length years of playing than Tua, and Tua just started. He's fresh out of the gate. He hasn't even made it around the yard yet.
I know. What is this like? Is this his fourth season, third or fourth? Something like that.
About that.
Yeah. So
he came out before COVID.
well, let me just let's say, because dude, he's young still. There's another concussion down the road somewhere for Tua. If that happens again, do you think could you see a scenario where the league forces him to retire?
They can't force him,
Can't
not
force him.
not under contract.
Yeah, you can't force him, but doctors can tell him not to. And you would hope at some point, if it got to that point, to where he would realize, okay, this is not going to be good for me in the future, right there. And he's, of course, hopefully his family will talk with him as well. But it's ultimately his decision. Him and his family, of course, should have a say in it, his wife and children, whatever. But it's his decision. And kind of like what Teddy Bruschi said a couple weeks ago on there, he's like, people might not want you to do it, but it's your choice. If the doctors clear you, then you're fine. Then you should be able to go do it and not have any backlash or anything, and not worry about nothing. But if it does keep happening, then you got to take a note and say, hey, this keeps happening. And be like, all right, what is better for me? Have you made money? Have you not?
Yeah. Cool.
And he's had scary ones too. It ain't like he just
I know, man.
where you just get knocked out for a minute, suspend on something, you wake up, whatever. Now you're playing the next play. He's locked up on the field, can't move. It's a lot of stuff
falling on his players.
And he said, yeah.
So, do we want to take a? Yeah, let's just dive in. Let's just dive into freaking picks of the day. So, this is what everybody needs to be watching. So, my lead pipe, the one I sent to Greg today. I love Tampa Bay plus 1.5 today. I think the Falcons are overrated. What are your thoughts on that?
I agree with that. I know Tony probably, but who is Tampa going to throw to today, though? You got all you got is Otten and some rookie receivers, and your running back Rashad White. But
he hasn't been performing.
Of any game for them not to win and for the Falcons to sneak one, I think this would be the one to do it with. But the Falcons outside of a dome, I'm not sold on that either, right there, because they don't play that well in a dome sometimes, much less outside of one. But
it can be hot and humid.
Grass. And we kind of saw they should be pissed off Tampa Bay after last week, getting manhandled by Baltimore.
Yeah.
Baker didn't play, and like I said, Baker didn't play, so he should be ready to get something going right now. But I don't know, man. That's a hell of a hard pick without any receivers.
That's
yeah.
I agree with Bama on that one. I think I would have to take. I'll take the Dirty Birds.
Take the Dirty Birds in that one. Okay,
I'd give up the 2.
got it. Okay, the other game I liked today was Buffalo is at Seattle. Seattle is a home dog by 3 points. I like the 3. I like Seattle plus the 3. Could be a push.
If Kenny Walker 3 plays great and Tyler Lockett plays great, and also their tight end Noah Fant plays great, yes, because guess what? They're out of their star. He's out today, DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
Yes.
Seattle
He
is
was
pretty
their
good.
coach for the last 4 games, where the first 2 games he didn't show nothing, and then all of a sudden it's touchdown after touchdown every game, and all these big, huge plays. I
like the over in that game for sure.
Ooh, what is
the over?
44.5? Yeah, 44.5.
40, what did you say it is? 44.5?
Yeah.
I kind of do like the over on that one too, because they still have a running attack too, man. But yeah,
so, I think at Seattle, that's going to be a tough.
That's
tough. 3. Like I said, I could see this being 24-21 Buffalo, 27-24 Buffalo. It's got push written all over it.
Right there, yeah.
You know, one of the games that I like today is the Indianapolis Colts going into the Texans Houston. I think the Houston Texans are going to step up today. I think Stroud is going to be throwing like crazy after last week's performance. And then on top of it, Joe Mixon's healthy. Watch out.
Yeah, Greg, that's Greg's pick of the day. So it was the Texans minus the 5. So the only other thing I kind of thought, and this is just me, I would do a 2-game parlay today, and I wouldn't put much on it. But I personally would take the Panthers plus the 11 and the Titans plus the 12. Because those are both huge ass lines. And I don't know. They're just big lines, man.
There's a reason why those lines are that big, Shotgun.
I get it. There's so many times you see lines that are that big. I'm not saying the other team's going to lose. I'm not saying either of these teams are going to win. No. But, I mean, you get a junk touchdown or a junk field goal, it'll blow that cover in the end of the game.
Points right there, yeah. That 14 points comes down, Alfonso's a 7-point game instead, yeah.
These are like college lines.
See, but also, okay, I'll tell you some of my parlays that I just put out. I got anytime touchdowns. I did a three-way parlay. I have Javonte Williams scoring a touchdown. I got Saquon Barkley scoring a touchdown, and I have King James scoring a touchdown. King Henry, sorry. Wrong game.
Basketball started.
Yeah, but that's my morning one. My afternoon games. One of them you nailed. Buffalo Bills. I gave up the 3. I took Kansas City Chiefs. And then also I took the Denver Broncos. 3-game parlay.
Okay, so it sounded like you took some parlays. Okay, those are good parlays. Yeah. But I always advise not doing parlays. And it's just because, parlays are really they're just don't put a lot of money on parlays, because they don't hit that often. It's great when they do, but Vegas loves parlays because it's like easy money for the casino.
See, like with me, I did 4 last week.
Yeah, I get it, but I know you had met him. I know somebody who just crushed it on parlays and then proceeded to give back a whole lot of money playing the parlay strategy.
You can't just do it all, but you got to throw some in there, though.
No, yeah. I'm saying, like just little something on the parlays. So, Tony, your pick of the day was Green Bay. It's correct. Is that what we would want to tell the betting public?
Yeah, America. My NFC pick of the day is the Green Bay Packers. Yes, I give up the points.
Got it.
And then my AFC, hey, man, I know everybody in the world's going to be picking Kansas City over Las Vegas. But I am a homer. I am giving up the 11. I just did. And go Broncos.
Broncos minus 11. Yeah, I mean, it should be easy peasy. We are playing well.
We got the number 2
Yeah,
defense
yeah.
in the nation.
Yeah.
We got a running back that finally stepped up. It took him all these games, but last week and the week before, he stepped up very good. Our wide receiver core is stepping up. But, the only one that's kind of been tough on us is Cortland Sutton. Last week, he didn't catch one catch, or they didn't. They tried to throw to him, and just no go.
Yeah. So, Green Bay, Denver Broncos, anything else? And Kansas City. So those are Tony's picks of the day, everybody.
And you forgot one thing.
About one good one.
He's wearing them.
Yeah, Baltimore's going to cover.
I think Mark Andrews is going to step up.
Mark Andrews has one.
And then King Henry, I think he's going to roll over that Browns defense because they've been getting rolled over all year round. Might as well keep on going.
And there's one more to watch out for. Philly's going to cover over the Bengals today. They're underdogs on the road. I like Philly beating Cincinnati on the road.
I took the plus 125.
I just take the money line. Yeah,
I took the 125. Yeah. I think Saquon Barkley is stepped up, and also Hurts actually has people to throw to now, and everybody's healthy.
The Bears and the Redskins. I wouldn't.
The game of the week.
I wouldn't touch this, but I think this might be the game of the day.
Yeah, well, but see, the thing, I'm not sure about that. I'm not going to bet on it just because Jaden Daniels, they're saying he's going to play, but he was, missed pretty much most of the week of practice and half the game last week because of his rib injury.
Right.
If he does play, I don't know how much he's going to play or how effective because, he didn't, like I say, he went out last week and never came back, and they need him.
I think Vegas is thinking he's going to start because it's a pickle.
They're saying he's playing. Yeah, they're saying he's playing. Yeah, and I like if he does play and he plays the whole game. I like Washington in that game. That's when this is kind of the kind of game I feel like is where Chicago kind of is showing Chicago. It's battle of the rookies there, and I think Jaden Daniels is better than Caleb Williams. And I feel like that. Yeah, Washington's got a better team.
Yeah, but
the Skins should take it. Or sorry, Commanders should take it. But
I'm going to have to disagree with you.
You going with the Bears?
I'm going the Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears. They got a healthy quarterback out. Granted, hey, out of rookies, Washington's rookie, he's leads in touchdowns. He leads in the air. He leads in completions. He's second.
But he might not be healthy today, though.
Yeah, you know what? One thing the Bears always had that I've always remembered.
They got a good defense.
Where's that game at? Is it in Washington?
Yeah.
And
Washington has a pretty good defense too.
Yeah, Washington. Don't get me wrong. Washington has a good defense, but
like you say, Spencer, it should be one of the games of the day right there.
It's going to be a good one
right there.
It could be it could be like watching the future.
Yeah. I mean, you got two of the best young quarterbacks coming out right now, going at it.
Two bucks hitting heads.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I don't know. I just flip a coin. I'll take the Bears. Yeah. Go Bears.
Good. I like being the only one right there. Go Skins. Go Washington.
So, and I think that's pretty much all that I got for today. We got basketball starting up, so that's exciting.
Yeah, the Nuggets are trying to pull an avalanche and not win a game for the first week.
Yeah,
they're 0-2 now. Nuggets.
They lost by 5 points yesterday to the Clippers.
Yeah, they'll get it together.
And then they lost to OKC the first.
Yeah. Hockey officially started, right?
Oh yeah, it's been going for a couple weeks now. Yeah.
Yeah. So we are in super sports season right now with World Series, with the Super Bowl of World Series, and NFL. We got everything going right now. So
yeah, it's that time.
All right, guys. Well, I think we'll wrap up this NFL pregame edition of Sports and Tacos. Everybody have a good Sunday.
Oh yes.
Go Broncos.
Go
Broncos.
Go Broncos.
Go Tacos.
Go Tacos.
Yeah, 80 of them there. So you got to think of something there, Spence, to try to, work me down and trim me up because you're going to get me fat.
It's it. We're 80 tacos right now, right? Okay. Yeah. All right. We're gonna make it. Hey, listen. We're gonna make it 100 tacos. So I'll go 20 more tacos, Tony.
You want Washington?
Give me the Panthers plus the 11.
You got it.
I think the Broncos win this game like 28 to like 20. Something
I
like that.
disagree with you on this, sir. You know, you're talking about the Carolina Panthers that is making history right now where total combined points against them is 245
Like I said,
points.
I'm willing to make it an even 100 tacos.
All right, 20 tacos, America. You heard it. Shotgun. Gun's not loaded on this one, boy. You're not going to go bang.
Shooting blanks.
Yep.
All right, guys. Have a good Sunday. Yeah, everybody do good with your picks.
Yep.
And I will talk. I'll chat with you guys soon. We got big things coming up.
Word. Right on.
See ya.
Later.
Bye.